afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the 250 faculty and staff members and over 3,000 student majors in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, I'm pleased to welcome you to the 60th Commencement exercises at California State University, Long Beach. We are here today to acknowledge the accomplishments of those who have completed degree requirements and who distinguished themselves in their academic performances. As our students know, earning a degree in the sciences or mathematics is a major achievement. One that requires a lot of hard work and dedication. Although our programs are demanding, we care deeply about student success and strive to maintain a student-centered approach. As educators, we feel our success is measured by the degree to which our students are prepared for the future. Technology and advancements in science are changing our world, and not always for the better. Our goal is to prepare scientists and mathematicians who will take leadership roles in research, the health professions, education, industry, government, and in society. Our students learn skills including the ability to write and speak well, and to think critically and creatively with others. To this end, our college is committed to the practice of student inquiry and research, working closely with faculty members on meaningful and productive research projects in the laboratory, at the computer, and in the field is perhaps the best means we know to prepare students to meet challenges in their future. We are pleased that many of our students and graduates here today have had those experiences because with all the challenges and changes in the world, scientists and mathematicians have a very important role in building a positive future for all. You, the graduating class of 2009, are the hope for a better future. I know our outstanding faculty members, many of whom are here today, have prepared you well for it. Science and mathematics are human endeavors, and it is that fact which we celebrate here today. We recognize first our graduates and welcome them as new members of our scientific and mathematics community. We also take this opportunity to recognize significant accomplishments of faculty and alumni to their disciplines and to students. We are pleased that so many of you, the families and friends of our students, are here to share this special occasion with us. You will meet several members of the platform party later as they take part in this celebration. At this time, I'd like to introduce the other members of the university community who are honoring us with their presence today. I ask that you please hold your applause until they have all been introduced. Roman Cochin, Dean of Library Services. Praveen Soni, Academic Senate Chair and Professor of Marketing. Douglas Robinson, Vice President for Student Services. Mary Stevens, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Andrea Taylor, Vice President of University Relationships and Development. Lynn Mahoney, Associate Vice President of Undergraduate Students. William Hauk, CSU Trustee, and Karen Nakai, Executive Assistant to the President. This year, the college has named Dr. Carol Itatani, Professor Emeritus of Biological Sciences, as its Grand Marshal. Dr. Itatani was appointed to the faculty here in 1975 and later received her PhD from the University of Southern California in 1983. Dr. Itatani is well known among her students and peers as a professor dedicated to student success. Her research interests have focused on immunology, hematology, cellular immunology, and the morphology, life cycles of pneumocystis and cryptococcus. Dr. Itatani has always sought to excel in teaching and early on introduced methodologies to actively engage students in the learning process. She has developed ties between the university, local hospitals, and public health agencies that have benefited both students and the community. She directs the phlebotomy technician certificate program offered through the University College and Extension Services. She helped set up the Health Professions Advising Office by acquiring external funding and has spent countless hours advising pre-professional and microbiology students. Dr. Itatani has served on numerous committees and councils on our campus, as well as many national professional organizations in microbiology and medical technology. In addition to her campus life, Dr. Itatani has maintained her ties with the Japanese community in Los Angeles. Prior to academic life, Dr. Itatani was queen of the Nisei Week Festival in Los Angeles. She is also an accomplished harpsichordist and built her own harpsichord from a kit. In her retirement, Dr. Itatani is looking forward to spending much more time with her two grandchildren. I am now honored to introduce our next speaker, which is President F. King Alexander.
Class of 2009, are you guys ready to graduate? Family members, friends, and relatives, are you ready for them to graduate? Welcome to the 2009 California State University Long Beach graduation ceremony. It is an honor for me to stand before you today to officially recognize this wonderful educational achievement and personal milestone. Legend states that in 1432, nearly 600 years ago, ceremonies such as these were created to signify to the world that you have mastered an academic field of study. On this day, we celebrate together your academic mastery, and we present this major accomplishment to the state of California, our local communities, and this great nation. However, as we all understand, this achievement does not simply belong to the graduates sitting in front of me today. It also belongs to the family members who have sacrificed so much to see this day arrive. It also belongs to the many elementary and secondary school teachers who had faith in you during your path to academic success. It also belongs to the citizens of the state of California for supporting, investing, and believing in you. It also belongs to our outstanding staff on our university campus who work diligently in every corner of this university to make sure that you have reached this personal milestone. And it belongs to the tens of thousands of alumni and friends who have given their private resources because they believe in your capacity to make the world a much, much better place. Graduates, I also like you to know that I believe that you have been extremely fortunate to have learned from and worked with some of the most distinguished teacher scholars in higher education today. Our faculty have dedicated their lives to your educational success and the belief in your capacity to make society a much better place and to advance the social and economic well-being of all. At this time, would you please join me in recognizing our distinguished faculty? Faculty, would you please stand to be recognized? So as you can see, this special accomplishment has truly been a team effort, but it's been with you at the helm. You have stayed true to your dreams, while you've also helped many of your classmates stay true to theirs. In fact, this class of over 8,750 strong, the class of 2009, marks the largest and most successful graduating class in the 60-year history of our great university. However, do not let this fact and the number of other graduates sitting around you today dissuade you from the actual reality of this important accomplishment. After today, you will be among our nation's most educated. Even more importantly, however, after today, you will be among the world's top 0.5% in educational success and attainment. Always keep these facts in mind because it will remind you of your responsibility to those who will need your help to free themselves from the bonds of human ignorance and prejudice. From now on, society will look to you for your leadership and your guidance in making the right societal choices for all. Do not stray too far from these obligations, because these obligations are yours and will mark the progress and our future will depend on for future choices and contributions made for all society. Graduates, the excitement of this day fills the air, and I'm going to ask that each of you returns to your seats by respecting your classmates and respects their family members as well. After all the names have been read, I will then ask you to stand up, and then at that time I will confer upon each of you your well-earned degree. This conferral at the end of the ceremony will make you official graduates of this great university. Enjoy your ceremony and show your Cal State Long Beach pride in everything that you do. And always remember, go Beach.
Thank you, President Alexander. I now present Karen Gould, our University Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Provost Gould.
Thank you, Dean Kingsford. On behalf of the Division of Academic Affairs and the superb faculty and staff of California State University Long Beach, I am delighted to congratulate the nearly 500 graduates from the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics today. Congratulations also to the parents, family members, and loved ones gathered here to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. We thank you for the encouragement and support you have provided them over the years. Graduates, in addition to the dedication and hard work that have led you here today, I know that the professors from whom you have learned so much have played a crucial role in your academic, social, and personal development. I hope that you will let them know how you are doing as your careers progress and as your lives take new directions. Class of 2009, you are among the best, the brightest, and the most numerous graduates across our state and around the nation. You can take great pride in the outstanding academic quality of your CSULB education. You can take pride as well in the values we have fostered together as a university community, the value of teamwork and partnership building, the value of sharing diverse views, ideas, and experiences, and the value of service to others. Now, more than ever, our region, the state of California, and this nation need your knowledge, your problem-solving skills, your creativity, and your ethical leadership to address the challenges we face as a nation and as an interconnected world. I call upon you to make exceptional use of what you have learned and discovered here, in the classroom, laboratory, and beyond both, to make a difference in the workplace, in your community, and in the broader society. Class of 2009, we wish you success in your professional work ahead and happiness in the life you build with others. Wherever you go, we know that you are well prepared for the challenges and opportunities of our changing world, a world that you will help shape for the better. Be as proud of Cal State Long Beach as we are of you. Go grads and go Beach.
Thank you, Provost Gould. I now present Reed Bowman, our commencement speaker. Reed Bowman was the distinguished alumnus in our college in 2006. He graduated from CSULB with a bachelor's degree in chemistry, went on to Princeton for a master's degree, and completed a PhD in chemistry at the University of California at Santa Barbara. Following his graduate education, Dr. Bowman worked as a scientist and chemist in major corporations. He holds 10 patents in process development chemistry and has the prestigious honor of being the youngest person ever in Dow Chemical history to attain the elite status of associate scientist. He co-founded Applied Process Technology and recently retired from his post as Vice President of Product Development and Chief Technical Officer. Dr. Bowman is the co-inventor of the HYPOX process, which is the company's cornerstone water treatment technology. This process was approved by the California Department of Public Health as the first of ozone-based technology to meet disinfection criteria for unrestricted water reuse under Title 22. Since graduating from CSULB, Dr. Bowman has supported the university, given seminars in chemistry, and mentored a CSULB chemistry student in Dow's summer intern program. He and his wife, Claire, are active in the Rubicon, a professional theater they started in 1997 in Ventura, California. He has 2 daughters, 3 stepchildren, and 2 grandchildren. We welcome him today as our commencement speaker, Dr. Bowman.
It's a long time since I was in your shoes. Thank you, Dr. Kingston. It's a privilege to address all of you. I would also like to thank the university for the very personalized education that I received. 41 years ago, I arrived at Long Beach State, and I wanted to be a chemical engineer. And I decided after my first semester that I was not cut out to be an engineer, but I decided my second semester, with the guidance of Professor Thorpe, I became a chemist. It wasn't until my 4th semester that my future path was definitely defined by Dr. Kenneth Marcy, my organic chemistry professor. He became not only a career mentor, a colleague, but also a lifelong friend. He was an outstanding classroom teacher, but my personally defining moment occurred outside the classroom. One afternoon, I was sitting between, we used to call it PH 1 and 2, and it's now Peterson Halls 1 and 2, and I was a little depressed, and he sat down with me, not as a teacher, but as a friend, and asked me about me and my future. I do not remember the contents of that conversation, but a bond was formed that lasted until he passed away in August of 2005. I am one of his many legacies, and you are the legacies of all those who guided you to this day. The commencement ceremony marks a successful conclusion of this phase of your academic career, for which you receive a diploma. When I graduated, the economy was starting to move from a manufacturing base to a service base. Research and development was no longer based primarily in large companies' central research, but was shifting to more entrepreneurial and small companies. Companies' market focus was changing from domestic to global. As graduates, you are again in a state of change. This time, the economy is focused on alternative and sustainable energy sources. You, the graduating class of 2009, have a mandate through the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act signed into law by President Obama to ensure the country develops alternative energy sources and moves towards a green economy. These are exciting challenges. There are other technologies to bring forth, nanotechnology and stem cell research, to name a few, which have technical challenges to be overcome before society can reap their full benefit. These can only be done by technically trained people like you, all of you. Your education from Cal State Longview concluded you are ready and prepared to enter the workforce to meet these challenges. I can see you're excited to graduate, as you should be, and I hope you are equally excited about your future. The excitement that you have today needs to continue as you move forward in your life, but more importantly, you have the responsibility to carry the knowledge and skills you obtained here at Cal State Long Beach as a nature's future scientist. I congratulate you on your achievement in earning your diploma from Cal State University Long Beach's Natural Science and Mathematics schools, and we're counting on you to succeed. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Bob Miyazaki, who graduated from Long Beach State in 1981 in biology with an option in zoology. He is currently the Vice President for membership and marketing of the University Alumni Association, and he will present the Distinguished Alumni Award. Mr. Miyazaki.
Thank you, Dr. Bowman. It's a special honor to be here today representing all of us who earned our degrees from Cal State Long Beach. Graduates, as you receive your degree today, you become part of a truly impressive group. The Cal State Long Beach Alumni Association, part of the family, which now is more than 250,000 strong. Every college must ultimately measure its own success by the accomplishments of its alumni. A strong university sends forth its graduates into the community with the tools of higher education provides. My anticipation is this graduating class will go into the world offering individuals who will meet the challenges, have the influence, make a difference. On behalf of the CSULB Alumni Association, I congratulate you and offer our sincere best wishes for your future success. And now, I'm pleased to recognize Martha Molina Bernadette as a distinguished alumna. Martha was not able to join us here today and sends her regrets. Martha, who received her Bachelor's of Science in Chemistry in 1985, is one of the top executives of Long Beach-based Molina Healthcare, a health maintenance organization serving more than 1 million low-income patients in 8 states. Shortly after receiving her medical degree from UC Irvine in 1989, she started as a physician with a company founded by her father in 1980. Martha eventually became Executive Vice President of Research and Innovation. In addition to her work with Molina Healthcare, Martha established other organizations to assist underserved populations. They include the Molina Family Foundation, International Medical Communications, and the Molina Institute for Cultural Competency. As a businesswoman who has her MBA from Pepperdine University, she also serves on many boards. They include the California Dental Health Foundation, California Health Manpower Policy Commission, and the Save and Free Clinic. She and her husband, Faustino, a physician, have three daughters. Her other siblings, J. Mario, John, and Janet Molina Watt, are also Cal State Long Beach graduates. Congratulations to Martha Bernadette as a distinguished alumna. And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Andrew Z. Mason, Associate Dean for Research and External Support, to present the Graduates Dean List of Scholars. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Miyazaki. It's my privilege to present the Graduate Dean's List of University Scholars and Artists. And will the following 3 individual students selected by the Graduate Dean's List of University Scholars and Artists by the faculty of the College of Natural Science and Mathematics please come forward? Kim Anthony, major in biology. Onyechi Chima Okeki, major in biology. And William Hammond, major in chemistry. The Graduates Dean List of University Scholars and Artists recognizes outstanding graduate students in the university. The honor is limited to the top 1% of university graduate enrollment. Please congratulate these individuals. It's my pleasure to present Associate Dean Henry Fung, who will now present the Outstanding Thesis Awards.
Thank you, Associate Dean Mason. It is my privilege to present the outstanding theses for the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Will the following master's candidates please come and join me on the platform? Roger DeLaca, candidate for the Master of Science in Mathematics. Christopher J.B. Martin, candidate for the MS in Biology. Ralph Valera, candidate for the MS in Science Education. Mr. DeLaca's graduate thesis entitled Grosvenor Basis Logarithms is described by John Breivik, his thesis advisor, as original mathematics in a highly specialized area in computational algebra requiring a sophisticated understanding of esoteric mathematical objects as facility with algorithms, proof with correctness, and termination. This excellent study will serve as the foundation of a very strong doctoral dissertation. Mr. Martin's research, conducted under Professor Chris Lowe, resulted in the outstanding thesis entitled Species Composition and Abundance of Fishes at Offshore Petroleum Platforms on the San Pedro Shelf in Southern California. This student's two-year research found that the species in the offshore petroleum platforms in the San Pedro Shelf are different from ones associated with platforms in the Santa Barbara Channel. As a result of these studies, partial removal of the petroleum platforms on the San Pedro Shelf would eliminate the critical habitat for several fish species. Mr. Varela's thesis, Evolution Misconceptions in Roman Catholic High School Students, a Comparative Study, was completed under the guidance of Dr. Alan Colburn. Ralph studied the types of misconceptions students attending Roman Catholic high schools in Los Angeles County had in their religious beliefs and knowledge of biological evolution as compared to peers attending public high schools. These studies found that on the questionnaire used, students attending public high schools were more likely to choose the correct response and less likely to choose a misconception on biological evolution. The difference in responses among the parochial students was attributed to whether these students had a literal interpretation rather than Roman Catholic Church's figurative interpretation. Each of these students will receive a medallion, a certificate, and a monetary award. Please join me in congratulating these four master's candidates for having their theses nominated and selected as outstanding theses. There is an additional outstanding thesis. Unfortunately, the individual cannot join us today because he is interviewing for a PhD program in Arizona. And this would be K. Paul Gentry. Mr. Gentry's thesis is entitled Quantitative Grain Size Distribution of Iron Phthalocyanine Thin Films. This was supervised by Dr. Thomas Gerdig. The research was concerned with the structural and magnetic properties of the thin films deposited on sapphire substrates. Paul found that the magnetic response of the thin films became stronger with grain size length because deposition temperature influenced the average grain size, its distribution, and thickness. A manuscript is in preparation for submission to the Journal of Applied Physics. It's now my pleasure to introduce my colleague, Dr. Robert Lotion, Director of our college's Instructional and Research Facilities. Dr. Lotion.
Miss Marie Rippon, who will present the Mayfield Award, has been president of the Student Council in our college for 2 years. A president scholar herself, Ms. Rippon is graduating this year with a BS in biology, specializing in cellular and molecular biology. She also has a minor in chemistry and a certificate in biotechnology. She has participated in collaborative research with two of our faculty, Dr. Brian Rourke and Dr. Elizabeth Eldon, and has been recognized for her scholarly achievements by Phi Beta Kappa with the awarding of the 2009 Roberta Markman Memorial Scholarship. This fall, she will enter the PhD program in genetics, molecular, and cellular biology at the University of Southern California. In addition to her very valuable service on the council and other organizations, she also participated in the CSULB Alternative Spring Break program. Twice she traveled to Louisiana to help rebuild the Musicians Village area of New Orleans, a location that was destroyed by Hurricane Katrina. Our college has been very fortunate to have her leadership on the Student Council for the past 2 years, and we will miss her. Oh, over there. Thank you for your service. I present Marie Rippon.
Good afternoon. As the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics Student Council President, I have the honor of representing the students in this college. And today, I celebrate and congratulate our accomplishments as graduates of CSULB. I also have the honor of presenting an award that recognizes one of the primary contributions to our accomplishment today, teaching. The Mayfield Award was started in 1989 by a graduate student who wished to recognize the importance of Dr. Darwin Mayfield's teaching to his success as a student. Since then, this award has become part of the legacy of this college. Each year, students in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics vote for the professor whose teaching they feel has made a difference in their education. Dr. Darwin Mayfield was the first professor to receive this distinction. Since then, the winners of this award have come from different disciplines, taught different levels of students, and approached education in different ways. The unifying factor amongst all the past Mayfield Award recipients has been that they are exemplary educators. And on a campus with so many amazing professors and lecturers, that is indeed no small feat. For being an exemplary educator and outstanding professor, it is my honor to present the 2008-2009 Mayfield Award to Dr. Michael Myers. Dr. Myers, will you please come forward to the platform? Dr. Myers is a professor of biochemistry whose teaching has made an impact on students, which can be seen in the comments that were left by those who voted for him. Some of the words that students use to describe him include amazing, patient, caring, and helpful. One student wrote, "He made biochemistry easy to learn. Now I actually like chemistry." These are characteristics that not only aid students during their time at CSULB, but will inspire them to succeed years down the road. Dr. Myers, thank you for your outstanding service to students.
Thank you, Marie and Dr. Myers. Our chairs will now announce their department honors in turn. I first introduce Dr. Vern Evelyn, the Associate Chair in the Department of Biological Sciences. Dr. Evelyn.
Thank you, Dean Kingsford. Biological Sciences is one of our largest departments and is a provider of the general education life science requirement. We represent a wide range of life sciences, from the study of single-celled organisms in microbiology to plants, birds, marine and terrestrial animals of all shapes and sizes. We grant Bachelor of Science degrees in marine biology, microbiology, and biology, with a choice of options that include biology education, botany, ecology, cellular molecular biology, physiology, physiology, and zoology, as well as master's degrees in several areas of biology and microbiology. Our studies range from traditional classroom instruction to hospitals and field experiences that are highly valued by professional schools and potential employers. The students that we will call out for special recognition have taken advantage of the opportunities that are provided here and have achieved scholarly achievement beyond the norm. We would like to recognize the following. First, we would like to recognize Wu San-jung, who is this year's Biological Sciences recipient of the Robert D. Rhodes Award. Wu Song is graduating with a bachelor's in microbiology. Wu San is unable to join us today as he is currently either in or on his way to Korea to visit his family. If he is watching this via the internet, Wu San, we congratulate you. Will the following students please stand as I read your names? The department recognizes the following master's degree graduates with department graduate honors. Kim Anthony, MS in biology. Onichime Okereka, MS in biology. Kate Jurek, MS in biology. Chris Martin, MS in biology. Carlos Mireles, MS in biology. The department also recognizes the following bachelor's degree graduates with department honors. Kristen Aguilera Sandoval, BS in microbiology. John Boletto, who unfortunately can't be here today, BS in biology. Marie Rippon, BS in biology. Leah Sloan, BS in biology. All of these students have excelled in their studies and research and have manifested the highest standards of excellence in work and conduct. Please join me in acknowledging them and all of our graduates today for their fine accomplishments. I now would like to introduce Dr. Jeff Kohlberg, Chair of Chemistry and Biochemistry.
Where are you guys? There they are. I'd like to congratulate all the graduates of our department and your families. You can be very proud of being able to celebrate the results of your years of hard work. Chemistry is not an easy subject, but you did it, partly because you are part of that select community, and I count myself a member, that knows that there is just nothing in the world that is cooler or more fascinating than chemistry and biochemistry. Best of luck in all your future endeavors, and please stay in touch with us and remain a part of our department family. Our department Roberts D. Rhodes Award goes to Jason Alvarez, who is not here today. Jason received a BA in music from UC Berkeley in 2004, then worked as an artist liaison and artistic planning assistant with the LA Philharmonic, but then decided to return to school to get a BS in biochemistry. While doing this, Jason received department awards for the best student in first semester freshman chemistry, the best student in second semester freshman chemistry, the best student in physical chemistry, and the best student in analytical chemistry. He graduated with a 4.0 GPA and will enter the PhD program in biological and biomedical sciences at Harvard this fall. I also want to recognize some other students, and you can please stand when I call your name. And first I want to recognize Devin Dowd, who was honored. Devin was honored by the Alumni Association a couple of weeks ago as the outstanding student of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. And Devin will enter the PhD program in microbiology at Cornell this fall. And then we have some outstanding students that we want to recognize by giving departmental honors. And departmental honors for undergraduates go to Devin Dowd. And also to Chris Bruner, who will enter the PhD program in chemistry at Stanford this fall. And Saurav Patel, who will be applying to medical school. And departmental honors for graduate students go to Bill Hammond, who will be attending Boston University Medical School this fall. And to Jonathan Kleinman, who is Vice President of Technology at Permalite Incorporated. So congratulations to all of the students in our department who received honors and to all of our graduates. And I'd now like to present Dr. Stan Finney, Chair of Geological Sciences.
Excuse the attire. If my head wasn't screwed on, I probably would have forgot that too. On behalf of the faculty in Geological Sciences, I congratulate those of you who today are being awarded the BS degree in Geology, the BS degree in Earth Science, and the MS degree in Geology. You have succeeded in mastering a rigorous course of study and developing the skills, knowledge, and abilities to work as professional geologists. You have completed numerous varied lecture and laboratory courses and spent many, many days in the field. Most of you have survived our 4-week summer field geology course in the mountains of northern Nevada. Some of you will be enjoying that experience this summer. Parents and family members, your graduates are now prepared to work for private companies and government agencies to help search for and develop the Earth's mineral and energy resources needed to support the living standards of our society, to manage our most valuable water resources, to mitigate our damage to our precious environment, and to understand natural processes that can be so disastrous to our health and lives, be they earthquakes, landslides, storm surges, or climate change. Your graduates also understand that the Earth has a 3.5 billion year history, and that to understand the Earth today requires that one knows its history. Will Sarah Henry please come forward? The faculty in geology have chosen to recognize Sarah Henry with the Robert Rhodes Award. Sarah has been the outstanding student in terms of grades in the department in her graduating class. In addition, she has worked in the summers and academic year on an independent research project. I was privileged to have Sarah work for me, and I found her to be a very independent, hardworking student who had the ability to take on problems and solve them herself. Congratulations, Sarah. The faculty in geology has chosen to recognize 3 additional students with department honors, again, based on high grade point average, but also on their dedication to their studies, their enthusiasm, the way in which they get along so well with the students, and their dedication to their profession. Will the following students please stand? Brian Bauer, Ashley Castaldo, and Charles Parrish. Congratulations. And again, congratulations to all those receiving your degrees today. I also serve as director of the Interdisciplinary Degree Program in Environmental Science and Policy. And I congratulate those of you who today are being awarded BS and BA degrees. You have completed a multidisciplinary course of study with a focus on the integrated Earth system that includes not only its lithosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere, but also human impact on that system and the policy, regulatory, legal, and economic consequences resulting from that impact and designed to mitigate that impact. You are prepared to work as professional scientists at the interface between the natural Earth system and the human society living within that system. Congratulations, and I'd also like to recognize 2 students receiving BS degrees that have been selected for honors. Sunipa Sompramache, please stand, and Benjamin Taylor. Please stand. And again, congratulations to all those receiving their degrees today in environmental science and policy. It is my pleasure now to introduce Dr. Robert Mena, Chair of the Department of Mathematics and Statistics.
Hello, nerds. Will our chief nerd, Austin Adams, come down for the Rhodes Scholar, please? Austin was a valedictorian at Desert Christian and a presidential scholar here at CSULB. His GPA is 3.97. He'll be finding that faculty that gave him a B pretty soon, and he will be continuing his graduate studies in mathematics here at the department. A Wall Street Journal article last year ranked 200 professions based on 5 ingredients: environment, income, employment outlook, physical demands, and stress. Good news, biologists, you came in 4th. However, the top 3 positions were all taken by nerds: statisticians, actuaries, and mathematicians. We in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics appreciate all of our nerds. They're all precious. They both, graduate and undergraduate, go on to a variety of professions. Some will work in industry and business, such as insurance companies, movie studios, and manufacturing or healthcare companies, doing analysis and actuarial work. Some go to government doing number crunching. Many become teachers at the high school level in Long Beach and LA and Orange counties. Fewer, but still a significant number, become community college teachers throughout the city, the state, and the country, and a select few go on to earn their PhDs and take over my job. Now the Rhodes Scholar, Austin Adams. I will mention 3 special undergraduate students recognized with honors. Lara Mitchell, I don't think she's here. Matt Labar, please stand up. And Amy Lee, would you please stand up? Thank you. We're also particularly proud of the many graduate students that choose to write theses in our department and getting their master's degrees. I will mention 2 of them. Nicole Silva, who's getting her master's after 6 years at Long Beach State. Nicole Marie, stand up. Nicole is finishing with a 4.0. And also Roger, but you have met Roger before, please stand up. I'm now honored to introduce my colleague, the chair of the Department of Physics and Astronomy, Dr. Patrick Keneally.
Hello to all the graduates of the Department of Physics and Astronomy and to their families and friends. It's my pleasure to introduce the graduates who have received special honors. First, the Richard Rhodes Award for the Outstanding Baccalaureate Student in the Department of Physics and Astronomy is given to Ariel Amberden. Please come forward. While she's coming up to the platform, I will announce also the Departmental Honors Awards, which recognize the academic achievements of our baccalaureate and master's candidates. For Departmental Honors for the Baccalaureate, Jorge Medina, please stand. David Murakami, I'm not sure he's here. He's also the outstanding student in the College of Engineering, which graduates tonight. And Lara Mitchell. For the master's degree, it's my pleasure to recognize for departmental honors Angela Murata, Nick Squires, and Nicholas Ty. Congratulations. Ariel Amberden has an excellent academic record with a cumulative GPA of 3.75. As a sophomore, she participated in the physics department winter undergraduate physics experience, which pairs faculty and undergraduate students early in their major for 3 weeks of participation in the research area the faculty mentor. She was awarded the Women in Philanthropy Research Undergraduate Scholarship for a quantum physics project with Dr. Husek, and she has twice been awarded the John and Terry Milligan Scholarship in Physics. Ariel also spent the last year in a challenging environment as an intern at Northrop Grumman, and as of Tuesday starts her full-time job there. So the Department of Physics and Astronomy is proud to give Ariel Amberden the Robert D. Rhodes Award for Outstanding Baccalaureate of the Department of Physics and Astronomy. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Laura Henriquez, Chair of the Department of Science Education.
What a great day this is. Congratulations to all of our science and math graduates. We know you've worked hard to get here today, and we're very proud of you. As President Alexander mentioned earlier, you've had some amazing faculty who worked with you to reach your goals. I'm guessing that many of you also had some outstanding math and science teachers in your K-12 schooling as well. As you ponder what you might do with your brand new degrees, think about being one of those K-12 teachers to inspire the next generation of Cal State Long Beach science and math majors. This year's Department of Science Education Award is, Science Education is awarding the Robert D. Rhodes Award to Sunita Lacey. Sunita, will you please come forward while I talk about you? And I'm hoping she's here. She had to sneak out of 5th period to get here today. About 3 years ago, Sunita was sitting where you are, anxiously awaiting her bachelor's degree in marine biology. As an undergraduate, she volunteered at the Marine Mammal Care Center in San Pedro and did research in a marine bio lab here on campus. After graduating, she returned to the beach to earn her high school science teaching credential, which she finished this past January. She did such a good job with student teaching that she was hired at Lakewood High School for the spring. And I'm guessing that's where she might still be right now. While earning her credentials, Sunita was involved in many science education activities. She participated in the Association of Future Science Educators, was a teaching associate at our Young Scientist Camp, and helped co-teach a 4th through 8th grade science class as part of a grant-funded project. Her success with those projects led to an invitation to teach the camp this summer for a population of homeless children here in Long Beach. Sunita applied for and was selected as a Robert Noyce Scholar. The Noyce Scholars Program is funded by the National Science Foundation to support outstanding STEM majors who commit to teach math and science in high-need school districts. We're proud of what Sunita has already accomplished and look forward to what she will do in the future. Congratulations, Sunita. I know I'm the one who stands between you and coming up on stage, so let me just tell you that we have a separate ceremony for our departmental honors, and they're all recognize them, but yay for them. Dr. Kingsford.
Congratulations to all of you who received awards. You know, you just represent the outstanding students we have in this college, and it is indeed a real honor for me to be a dean of this college. We truly have great students. I'd also ask for a round of applause for our department chairs. They do a phenomenal job in running these things in the college. Well, now we have come to the part of the program which I think all of you have been waiting for. I first present the candidates for the master's degree who will be hooded by their thesis advisors or department chairs. Under the direction of the faculty marshals will the first row of candidates for the master's degree from the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics please stand and come forward. Candidates will proceed from your right, pausing for the hooding ceremony, cross the platform and return to your seats on the left. Readers Patrick Taylor and Jameson Price will read the names. Will all the candidates for the master's degrees please stand and remain standing?
Kim Marie Anthony. Christopher James Bruce Martin. Catherine Elizabeth Jurek. Maria Gabriela Benuelos. Onyechi Chima Okereke. Carlos Mireles. Andrew Thomas Fields. Ashley Ray Christensen. Joy Ray Radecki. Navdeep Kaur Brar. Yen Lin Peng. Den Tam Nguyen. Mil Adeligil. David Nacianes. Xinping Wu. Christian Pearl Mace. Neshve Yayalar. Jia Sun. Laurel Anna Fink. Arnolfo Gonzalez. William Joseph Hammond. Jonathan Lawrence Kleinman. Ricardo Gallardo Marcos. Andrew J. Thomas. Stephen John Wynell. Rochelle Marie Hodgson. Roger Dale Delacca. Tom Tungkao Nguyen. Utsuno Saito. Jinto Jacob. Daniel Isaac Feldman. Brooke John Gutschall. Christopher John Reeves. Jonathan Edwin Brothers. Nicole Marie Silva. Derek Solberger. Jorge Eduardo Basilio. Irma Pamplona. Krista Katayama. Dane Jer Pinney. Paul T. Lay. Michelle Slattery. Miguel Angel Cabrales. Nicholas Ty. Elizabeth Jane McIlvain. Lynn Allen Hong. That's okay. Xiaojin. Xiaojin Lin. Ting Liu. Nicholas Squires. Anthony Benicio Taran. Ralph George Varela. Kristen Renee Stone.
Will all the candidates for the master's degree please stand and remain standing? President Alexander, these candidates for the Master's Science degree have completed all the requirements for the respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics to receive their degrees.
You have been recommended to me by the Provost, by the Dean of the Graduate Studies, and by your Dean and your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all requirements the appropriate master's degree. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
And now, the bachelor's degrees. Under the direction of the faculty marshals, will the first row of candidates receiving bachelor's degrees please stand and come forward. Candidates will receive from your right, cross the platform, and return to your seats on the left.
President Alexander, we present to you the candidates for the bachelor's degrees. Yesenia Gomez.
Jasmine Michelle Baker.
Laura Joanne Marley.
Marwa Musa Rifai.
Michelle Kim Nguyen.
Zulema Ramirez.
Marcela Moncada.
Gisela Pimentel.
Keiko Hurry.
Basil E. Hernandez.
Amand Anan Kwatani.
Kelly Deanne Gibson.
Carlos Enrique Carlo.
John Paul Aganon.
Marvin Chan.
What's your name? Constance Williams.
Christopher Michael Locken.
Christina Arlene Wayman.
Jonathan Yunchin Ye.
Larry Joe Allegre.
Cherry Ann Q.
Rebecca Elizabeth Serrato.
Kim Nguyen.
Kirsten Nicole Fuentes.
Elizabeth Tachevit.
Sam Lagunas.
Karina Ferdinand Alvarez.
Eric D. Nguyen.
Andrew Decio Calderon.
Richard Cameron Watson.
Emily Elizabeth Farrell.
Mark Okino.
Kelly Rose Larick.
Jessica Ann Woods.
Chong Kwok Pham.
Quindy Quinn Tran.
David Nelson Milliken.
Michelle May Ambrosio Tandock.
Lauren Christia Pesky.
Lisa Kaiser.
Jeremy Michael Freitas.
Courtney Louise Corder.
Amber Nicole Smith.
Salvador Martinez Zuniga.
Dwight Ronald Kazi.
Jessica Montserrat de Nova.
Ruth Candy Enriquez.
Kevin Chen.
Karen Ping.
Stephanie Christine Fisher.
Ephraim Alvaro.
Marianne Imata Torres.
Beatrice Adriana Sanchez.
Patrick Ryan DeMello.
Brenda Rivera.
Angela Maria Villaseñor.
Tara Sam.
Matthew Sasaki.
Frank J. Rodriguez.
Tammy Knock Lamb.
Katie Hong Ho.
Lorenzo Escobar.
Christine Castro.
Joseph Ho.
Amanda Kim Tam.
Nicole Lee C.
Ehis Iobanner.
Chelsea Lee Hope.
Marie Ann Rippin.
Sarah Sally Matthew.
Christy Alacon.
Joshua Reich.
Christian Raul Aguilera.
Courtney Lee Steinwachs.
Anthony Salazar.
Aniska Yogesh Chikhalya.
Amparo Andriana Gallegos.
Dominic Tran.
Mark William Cepeda.
Kyle Benjamin Flyflet.
Leah Marie Sloan.
Cheryl Marie Buby.
Lisa Ann Howard.
Deborah Danielle Wickham.
Jessica K. Jane DeWar.
Roxana Zepeda.
Claudia Sanchez Lozada.
Oscar Buenaventura de Castro Jr.
Tiffany Filio Garcia.
Patrick Aaron Fisher.
Mutsu Takahashi.
Ryan Marcus Kemp.
Brent James Parkins.
Juan Rodolfo Maciel.
Daisy Chachi Linares.
Ian Christopher Nelson.
Leslie Nicole Helis.
Joey H. Pham.
Kimberly Ann Marsh.
Heather Marie Caldera.
Pierre Madrid Munoz.
Johannes Mayen.
Andrea Margit Bolog.
Katrina Dizon Santaromana.
Brittany Nicole Felder.
Bryce L. Hunt.
Justin Michael Arndt.
Jessica Vasquez.
Jessica Adelaide Lemuse.
Amy Nicole Plessatz.
Christine Lisa Dimmick.
Leslie Diane Towers.
George Anthony LaQuesta.
Cale Allen Franklin.
Catherine Ann Son.
Conley Loco.
An Nguyen.
Jung Dong Nguyen.
Ashley To Chu.
Sasha Christina Seward.
Matthew David Blanchette.
Rainiel Zita Castro.
Ilva Esther Cabrera.
Susan Elena Hill.
Tracy Sherelle De La Torre.
Stephen Dukong Nguyen.
Dean Chow Win.
Elise Summer Norman.
Joanne Liu.
Shannon Eileen Lindberg.
Brandon Joseph Loop.
Kimberly Antu Nguyen.
Arjuna Bato Ugarte.
Nicole Marie Pimentel.
Kevin Glenn Ornay.
Katie Lynn Swancutt.
Michelle Kathleen Dale.
Pocholo Jose Ignacio Selpides.
I got it. Britta Marissa Gardis.
Carrie Ann Madden.
Brena Del Riego.
Francis Marie Karen.
Christian Melissa Alt.
Kristen Nicole Richards.
Sammy Tron.
Edna Vincent Serino.
Nicole Medina Dayrit.
Joel Ivor Elanges Rago Jr.
Pishoy Nabil Haroun.
Max J. Amaya.
Joseph Robert Salcido.
Christopher Daniel Alvarado Cervantes.
Wade Ernest Axup.
Ashley Nicole Contreras.
Rowena Doñez Valderrama.
Anastasia Lucette Shippey.
Nadine Shimon Bruder.
Ashley Elizabeth Taylor.
Christine Michelle March.
Lorene Marie Smith.
Katie Lutz.
Nicole Aquino.
Cody David Larson.
Parfait Ungwavundi.
Leslie Nicole Bacon.
Amanda K. Westphal.
Tessa Renee Spradley.
Abel Hernandez.
Iman Harry.
Alexander Scott Carmichael.
Tiffany Grace Yee.
Melissa Andra Zeres.
Dominic Tiffany Burns.
Olga Jimena Ramirez.
Joanna Rafaela Barrera Aguiano.
Young Yu Chen.
Mark Oliver de la Paz Quillano.
Yuki Takeda.
Tony Ong.
Yasumichi Kato.
J.W. Stewart.
Devin Forrest Reed Dowd.
Adrian Arturo Garcia.
Angela Melissa Bitroff.
Andrew Newman.
Carol Manning.
Rafael Raul Alvarez.
Randy Romero.
Marianne Nadia Jurgis.
Nguyen Koe Nguyen.
Hanny Michelle Kane.
Christopher Bruner.
Rachel Sophia Salazar.
Caroline H. Tran.
Julie Long.
Christy Trang Fan.
Chung Tin Trong.
Shailene Chuck.
Martha Susana Trujillo.
Matthew Franklin Smith.
Eileen Nguyen.
John C. Nguyen.
Sean David Gardner.
Kristen Elizabeth Welglars.
Laura Heather Driggers.
Saurav Shailesh Patel.
Lizette Ratana.
Eric Clayton Christensen.
Rebecca Kang.
Adria Sarmiento.
They're happy. Pamela Grace Beatrice Ferris.
Sean Tyler Cap.
Toshiro Carlos Carcelin.
Junghai Lee.
Cindy Nguyen.
Cindy Liseth Padilla.
Nancy Guadalupe Valdivia.
Yen Nguyen.
Jeannie Schrei.
Michael James Mosinger.
Mary Catherine Valdez.
T. Nguyen.
Van Nok Dao.
Min Yun Dao.
Benjamin Lloyd Taylor.
Ian Shea Fulmer.
Whitney Ann Graves.
Melanie Irene Carter Cormier.
Christina Louise Pomplun.
Jocelyn Ho.
Nellie Montanez.
Kelly Ann Gurkinich.
Sanipa Sampramojit.
Sarah Elizabeth Henry.
Ashley Joe Castaldo.
Christina Marie Hill.
Caitlin Rose Salverson.
Paul Ryan Nesbitt.
Brian Bauer.
Anna Marie James.
Charles William Parrish Jr.
Michael Philip Cannon.
Austin Michael Adams.
Lucero Rodriguez.
Tyree Moni Nim.
Flora May Reed.
Joanne Rebecca Pham. Say that again. Tuyan Rebecca Pham. Thank you.
Moises Gutierrez.
Kalam Lee.
Matthew Scott Labar.
Brady Jean Redmond.
Jessica Autumn Servin.
Rosalie Victoria Barcinas.
Dia Samir Eldenoff.
Emily Michelle Hogan.
Henry Valdez Trin.
Felix XP Boy.
Melissa Monique Cantu.
Courtney Rebecca West.
Victoria Grace Resner.
Caitlin Alice Schmidt.
Teresa Held McCoes.
Nancy Mae Smith.
Kenneth Irving Lazier.
Wendy Priscilla DeVries.
Kathleen Elizabeth Wallingford.
Ashley Lynn Brady.
Ryan Keith Chitwood.
Tomas Anthony Young.
Karen Lopez.
Huyen Vu.
Martha Nava.
Felicia Rose Jackson.
Marcos Cruz.
Criseda Maria Serpas.
Brianna Lee Hefner.
Ton Vu Win.
Long Trung Do.
Victor Morad Marcos.
Kelvin Nam.
Ariel Emily Athea Amberding.
Jorge I. Medina.
Eona Docus.
Travis Rodman.
Samuel Dashiell Potish III.
Oh, okay.
Leave yours up.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Leave yours up.
It will do. Okay, will all the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand and remain standing? President Alexander, these candidates for the bachelor's degree have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty of the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics to receive their degrees.
Took you guys a little while to wake up, didn't it? You've been recommended to me by the provost and by your dean and your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all the requirements the appropriate bachelor's degrees. Congratulations, graduates. Graduates, I would like to congratulate you as the newest alumni of California State University, Long Beach. I am honored to have served as your president and hope that you will use your education to open minds, transform economies, and expand society. We are very proud of each and every one of you, and we will continue to be among your biggest fans as you tackle a world full of hope and opportunity. Congratulations, class of 2009, and go Beach!
Thank you, President Alexander. Let me add my congratulations to all the graduates today. This is indeed a milestone in your life. All of us in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics extend our best wishes to you in your future endeavors and careers. I thank all of you for your patience and attendance at this, our 60th commencement. Before concluding the ceremony, I have a few announcements. First, all graduates and their guests are invited to attend the college commencement reception on the terrace level of the University Union immediately following the recessional. Next, I ask that the audience please remain seated until the recessional has been completed. Congratulations to all of you. You did it. Let the recessional begin.